Picture this: in a world where famine, plague, and war no longer dominate headlines, an average American is 1,000 times likelier to die from overeating fast food than from terrorism. Harari drops us into this dizzying new reality, a planet where the biggest threats are no longer uncontrollable natural disasters, but the consequences of our own success. So, where does humanity go next when we've nearly conquered death itself? That's the question Homo Deus dares to ask. Let's face it, for millennia, humanity's story was about survival, famine, disease, war. But now, those monsters are shrinking. What does it look like when survival isn't the goal anymore? In 1900, nearly 1 in 2 American children died before adulthood. Fast forward a century and that ratio flips dramatically. Harari highlights how antibiotics, modern agriculture, and diplomacy toppled famine, plague, and war. The improbable became routine. Starvation fades, pathogens retreat, global conflicts decline. We achieved miracles not by chance, but by reshaping the fundamentals of survival itself. Imagine humanity as a chess player mastering the game over centuries. Algorithms are now the grandmasters, ruthless, precise, unemotional. Harari paints a vivid analogy. Just like the chess machine crushes the amateur by calculating millions of moves ahead, data-driven systems anticipate and neutralize traditional threats, making ancient fears obsolete in a world ruled by information flow and biotech. So if death, war, and hunger are no longer our overlords, who fills that power vacuum? Harari predicts a startling rise of dataism, a new belief system worshipping algorithms and information streams. The real kings today are no longer politicians or generals, but the coders, biotech wizards, and AI engineers crafting the invisible infrastructure steering our lives and futures. Death was once the only certainty, but now we're seriously flirting with rewriting that rule. What does it mean when humans start chasing godlike endless life? Harari invites us to meet a biotech startup working on reversing aging. These labs attempt to tweak DNA and cell repair mechanisms. Think of it like installing fresh parts in a vintage car to keep it running forever. What seemed like science fiction just decades ago now flirts with reality, signaling a radical transformation. Death might become optional rather than inevitable. Consider the body as software running on hardware, the brain and cells. Scientists aren't only repairing damage, they're rewriting code, upgrading operating systems. Harari illustrates this with CRISPR gene editing, akin to opening the source code of human biology and debugging fatal mistakes, enhancing intelligence or erasing disease. We're literally hacking what it means to be human. But immortality comes with shadows. If only the elite afford these upgrades, society risks fracturing into biological castes. Harari warns of ethical dilemmas. Who decides which traits get enhanced? Could endless life create boredom or loss of meaning? The godlike power to reprogram life demands godlike responsibility, and right now, humanity's moral compass is spinning wildly. If humans are editing their biology, AI is evolving beyond human brains. But what happens when intelligence outpaces humanity's control? Harari stands on the edge of this cliff. Harari shares the story of AlphaGo, Google's AI that defeated the world's best Go player in 2016, a game long thought to be untouchable by machines because of its complexity. This wasn't just a win, it was a wake-up call. Algorithms don't just learn, they leap ahead, inventing strategies beyond human imagination. Suddenly, AI is less a tool and more like a new player rewriting the rulebook. Dataism, Harari explains, doesn't just shift our technology, it shifts our worldview. Imagine a society where algorithms decide who gets a loan, whom to hire, or even who to marry. Humans become advisors to data, and data becomes the ultimate judge. This power shift is profound, akin to handing over the steering wheel of your life to a silent, invisible autopilot you barely understand. The big question: when machines surpass our intelligence, do humans fade into irrelevance? Harari offers a twist: maybe we won't vanish but evolve. Picture a future where biology and technology merge seamlessly, biological humans enhanced, uploading minds, blurring lines between organic and digital life. Homo Deus isn't just a godlike human, it's a new species born from ambition and algorithms. Remember that world where death, famine, and war ruled us? We've rewritten that story, but the next chapter is murkier and way more thrilling. Our quest for immortality and our dance with AI demand choices that'll define the species. So here's your takeaway. Next time you scroll through your phone, remember, it's not just a gadget, it's part of a godlike future you're stepping into. Try this. Question one truth your tech tells you today. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.